Thought of the day, fam. And yes, I am on a toilet. And yes, my glasses frames are broken. I thought we've been past this already. What's wrong with you? But thought of the day, fam. Be your most weirdest natural self. Let me explain. So it's no mystery to y'all. A lot of y'all know I have ADHD, right? I talk about neurodivergence. I'm also an EFT tapping practitioner as well as a somatic life coach. Feel free to email me if you need some help with therapy. And yeah, that shtick, right? But I'm a late diagnosed, right? And so I was diagnosed at the time when I was homeless because I was homeless in the year of 2022. Um, and it was both definitely to my own doing, just not being prepared for life, like not having any financial things in place, not it's just a mess. I was a mess at that time. But the thing that dawned on me after diagnosis is this idea known as masking. And for those of you who are not familiar with masking, masking is when a neurodivergent person out of a need to avoid consequence or a negative feedback loop or negative responses will mask their symptoms, right? And assimilate into whatever is the collectively agreed upon behavior in the room. And people who mask, as well as if you have compounding trauma, tend to do that very, very well. In fact, so well, a lot of people who are neurodivergent and have masks have often said that when they started to go to therapy, they question now who they are. They have a huge identity crisis, way more than the average person, because we spent a great deal of our lives either before diagnosis or after diagnosis knowing exactly who we are without fully knowing how to be who we are. And this causes a constant tug of war with the self and the mask. And it's not fun. It's not fun at all, fam. Because when the mask falls off, even a little bit, even the slightest bit, if it just happens to slip off when you bend over, it causes an internal or external panic. It really, really does. And so once I finished my certifications as an EFT tapping practitioner and somatic life coach, I had to do a lot of like correction around my nervous system, tap into my abandonment issues, other plethoras of trauma, survivor's guilt, all these different things that I was masking around, right? For the sake of making someone else feel comfortable. But one of the main things I had to EFT tap on was recognizing that I was raised neurotypically, having a deeply neurodivergent brain, and the trauma that comes from being forced and neurotypical socializing that completely your brain just like doesn't fucking agree with at all, dog. And so the liberation you feel from just being exactly who you are, not trying to be who you are, being exactly who you are, not falling into the trap of the persona, right, is very, very, very rewarding. And I realize sometimes I fawn whenever I'm seeking to make someone feel good about themselves by expressing a shortcoming that I actually don't even have. I just express it to make people feel good. And that doesn't do me any justice whatsoever, does it? Or anybody.